right. She's great, she's terrific, I'll give you that. But how long do you think we can keep a class act like this?
You'd be surprised, guys.
Boss, this is Delila Buchanan, right? She comes from a powerful family, right? So if we start advertising, well, believe me, there's no way that family's gonna like this kind of publicity.
What publicity? She's a dancer.
Oh, yeah, she's a dancer. But this isn't exactly a ballet theater, either.
Oh, guys, look at her. Look at her up there. She loves getting all that attention. She thrives on it.
Boss, we don't need enemies like the Buchanan family.
What enemies? Asa Buchanan? She's gonna draw their attention. They'll come and focus it all here, while our eye can be interested in other things.
Ah. Is she in on this?
Delila knows nothing. She's simply a woman who is swimming in deep water, but if she needs help to keep her from drowning...
The lifeguard's Anthony McCann.
That's right.
Terrific. Come on, have a seat.
Fantastic. Now, why don't you change into your other clothes there, and we'll see how the colors look under the lights, all right?
Well, you know, I think if the color's a little too hot, then maybe we can put a gel on the spot, don't you think?
Delila, somehow I think that the color is going to be just hot enough.
Now, don't do that, Cat. I'd rather see you hopping mad than just sitting there keeping it all in.
Well, fine. You tell me who I'm supposed to be mad at, and I'll get mad.
How about those idiots down in Florida? I mean, I never heard of not giving a person a job just because of hearsay.
They hired me on the basis of my resume, all right, and recommendations from Sam and Ina. They don't know who I am. How am I supposed to blame them when they lose faith in me because they find out I've got a background as a prostitute?
Well, that's just the point right there. They don't know who you are. Maybe if they knew who you were, they wouldn't treat you the way they do. Why don't you just go down there and confront them? I mean, with all of this, huh?
How would I do that? How do you walk in someplace and ask somebody not to fire you when you haven't even started before they hired you?
Well, I mean, it's something to do if you want it, right?
They're not going to believe me.
No.
Prostitute is a rather significant word. You mention it around people, and they tend to get a little closed-minded.
Yeah, well, maybe they ought to just find out that there's a human being behind the word, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do it. Tired of being Exhibit A. This is your rehabilitated prostitute. Isn't she noble? Doesn't she work hard? God, yeah, I work hard. I'm tired of having to compensate for everybody else because I start off with less.
Yeah, I know. It never ends. But at least it's something to do besides just slinking away defeated.
I'm tired. I don't want to fight it. I've fought the fight too much. I did it with Marcello. It's part of the problem with Brad. It comes up with Rafe. He says it doesn't matter, but I know it matters.
Why does it matter to you if it doesn't matter to him?
Because I sold my body and myself. I sold myself. I don't forget something like that.
Katrina, I know you to be a fine, sensitive woman. Now, I don't know how they found out about all this in Florida, but everybody in Landview has forgotten all about it.
Oh, right, everybody?
I know Mary's mom to be a pretty terrific lady. Now, you going to dispute me on that?
No, I'm not going to dispute you on that. I'm not going to badmouth Mary's mother. Oh, God, Ed, I look at her, and I see myself, and that does make me angry that somebody would try to hurt us.
Yes, this is the Sunshine State Catering Service. Could I speak to a Mr. Owens? Thank you. Hello, Mr. Owens. I work for the Vernon Inn in Landview, Pennsylvania, and we have just offered Miss Katrina Carr a position as head of our food service. I know that you had also offered her a job, and I was wondering if you could give me the details of why you were withdrawing your offer. Well, I appreciate your discretion, but let me assure you that we know the details of Miss Carr's past. Yes, I'm referring to the charges on prostitution, Well, for the sake of our future employee and, of course, ourselves, I just wanted to know if your information on Miss Carr was based on hearsay. It wasn't. I see. Could you tell me if this newspaper clipping that you received was by any chance sent from Landview, Pennsylvania? Okay, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You have a good day, too. Right.
Think your grandmother will be coming?
I don't know, Brad. I talked to her on the phone yesterday, and she was very evasive. She's totally concerned with public opinion, and after the seance, I'm afraid she thinks there's going to be another scandal.
See, as I blame her.
Very successful.
Lucinda!
Yes.
Ravishing as always.
Thank you.
Ozgood, so glad you could come.
Yes, thank you so much. Oh, by the way, thank you so much for lending me your charming apartment. I mean, really, went beyond the call of duty.
Very welcome. I hope we get a chance to chat during tea.
Yes, sir.
Lucinda...
Ozgood, would you be a dear and mingle with the ladies? I have something important to talk to Brad about.
Of course.
Thank you. Isn't he extraordinary?
Yes, he's charming. Of course, the more the merrier, but... Lucinda, you did promise me a miracle.
My dear, I brought him.
Other than his being related to one of the most evil men to ever hit Landview, I don't see what the attraction is.
Trust me.
But-
Now, not another word. Just relax and put on that wonderful smile of yours. Lucinda is in charge.
And there, of course, I was trying to persuade the British drunken corporal that I'd never flown a Harrier jet.
Linda, dear, I wondered if you'd mind. Let me borrow Ozgood for a minute. I do need him on my arm this afternoon.
I'll try and finish the story later.
He's very charming, but I don't think he's going to save this disaster. Why don't we break out the list, see if we can make a few last-minute phone calls. At this point, I'm not above begging.
What do you think about the hearing clause? They were here last week.
Tell you the truth, boss, nobody's going to be looking at what she's wearing.
What's that supposed to mean?
What Gus meant was,
Listen, Anthony, I would have understood that this is not any kind of a sex dance or a striptease act or whatever else you meant to imply.
Delila, what Gus meant was that nobody's going to be watching your costume because everybody's going to be watching you dance. Isn't that what you meant, Gus?
Oh, yeah, of course. Everybody's going to be watching the dance.
I hope so.
Right.
Listen, Anthony, I've worked very hard on this dance. It's the first thing that I've had on my own since I had all that trouble with Bo, and I want everything about my act to be perfect.
Delila, you're a beautiful dancer working in a red-hot club and appearing before a fast-track crowd. Now, you have absolutely nothing to worry about.
This could be the start of a new career for me. I want to make sure that everyone is taking this very seriously.
I can assure you that from the moment we met, I took you very seriously indeed.
Let's run it again.
Let's run it again.
Look at itty-bitty sandwiches with the crust cut off. Mm-hmm. Wonder got any decent drink in this Philly place.
Waiter, excuse me, do you suppose you could rustle us up some sour mash?
Mr. Vernon has taken great pains to stock everything. I'm sure I can find something acceptable for you, sir, too.
Think we'll get away with it?
Well, I tell you, Clint, we're going to put it in a teacup. Oh, don't forget to keep your little finger up when you drink it.
Listen, Pa, have you heard anything more about President Guerrero's son?
No. No one's heard a damn word about him.
Well, there's been some rumors on the wire service that he's hiding out on the East Coast.
I did hear that there were mobs trying to disrupt the funeral, firing weapons, throwing rocks, you name it. I just hope that kid has the sense to keep a very, very low profile.
Isn't that something? He's the richest kid in the world. And his life isn't going to be worth it.